Hello, my cherished viewers. We are back again with your loved program, The Marriage Series. In today's episode, we are going to discuss the topic, no sex before marriage. Is it realistic or unrealistic? Please, with me to discuss this topic is my sister, Dorcas, and my brother, OBD. Please stay with us, and at the end of the program, you will see that you have also benefited. Welcome, Sister Dorcas and Brother OPD.
Thank you for having
I'm so
us.
grateful that you are able to come on today's program as well. How was your week?
Oh, my week was okay.
Yeah?
Thank God. Everybody was fine.
Brother OPD, how was it?
Yes, I also say the same. Had a good weekend. Of course, we are still in it, and everything is also good. Kids doing great. Wife also doing great.
Nice. I'm really glad that you can help us with this discussion because I hear really a lot of stuff when it comes to say it was a wusia and impana one etna no kobo brand no na ebi o ha ye religion ebi o ha our customs and values ebi o ha niema your parents e kire nyen ntinu you see no sex before marriage won't mean ne or bema no woni ne nam no esua no emfa no endi agrubi enti enda no pese me hunu how do you know such a person when you want to, like, because of course neme bebre ho hunu but bro OPD, tell us the basic things are ubetimi die hunu nimpa no.
Thank you for this question. I think, sir, when we talk about marriage and as studying your partner to be now, there's a lot of things that you bet to me I share from different angles. And sex, of course, is one part of it, but also the person, the individual itself, the character, the being it in a religion. In my perspective, me being a Christian, me persevere, me ne obi betu anamo so the same category religion that is being also a Christian. And in this case, say embed the whole aspect on the sex now. I think that we are also taking a lot of things out of it because some people say usian obi a oniema bebrebe a obetimi ye de asua. Na mimi momne de nka mimi hu ne say we talk about sex before marriage now. Anka me pese it should be a surprise package because our night to say you can say moko start bibia afraid bibia.
So in other words, who catch him say you are for?
Me, I am strongly for
that shouldn't be no sex before marriage.
No sex before.
Sister Dorcas, tell us, are you also in the same lane, the way he also expressing himself? What do you say? It should be like that, and as a way you're against.
Certainly, with me there, I don't think I will be for something like this. Because, fine, most of the times, say, Kasa and Nasa, we are having discussions and we always try to bring Christianity as our base. And it's a very important for us all to be Christians. But, Christianity is very important. It's giving us so many foundations, so many rules, so many things that are governing courtship. But sex is a very important thing. And sex then it is sexy ba. Oba sene anyame na born no. A woman is attracted to a man and a man is attracted to a woman. Enti yemfa say yes, we want to abstain until marriage. Some people court for like 18 years before marriage. Some people court for about so many years. And crofom anyway no. Almost steady woman, so they are always together. They are doing things together in a room, trying to pray together, trying to do so many things. Yes, my remfi say we are attracted to each other. Sebi emoa mienu kura hu se kraman ba ku bi gina ho na bema ubon so mo ne na mo ho a na mo afa wo mo ho enti se woni bema yemfa ne se woni ne hihya aware mo wodem na se mo se mo twen akosi time a mo be ware ansa na mo ne wo de wo ho aka wo boyfriend no then and I say we na me I don't see the sense in it because it is part of the studying each other because as much as we say sex and a part of our no at a point we realize that it's also very very important and our won't mean you back free mu. And here is the case oba wo kwa ware no se be wo ne nye bibia da na say fine nyame amadom na mo ware wie na wo na se be mpo se na sitokro na cancer ya ye beka se doctor will proceed obetimi aye. Some men doesn't have sa otwen honhom no, so it can bring a whole lot of issues. Intimidate, I think says okofa oba enye say bia wo hu ne ochina even crap no cry doesn't change anything. Be mo odo no odo be mo person no otena no so no wada ne ono wada ochina be mo respect you no obekoso respect you.
So you are saying that no sex before marriage is outdated.
Of course.
In today's society.
Of course. And not even this time. It has always been there. They've always been having it. And Crawford, most of them, I can say for a fact, ebia minyine dodo, but me feel kakra na me hu say, even Sebe, let me use this. Asofu bi krapa afiti me nkola bre na menim se ye nkola no omo ye courtship kakra ye hwe omo na ntu no obehwe ane se sister in Christ no onyem. What did they do? They did it. What trying who said come and the man goes ahead to marry the woman and nothing happens.
Brother OPD, do you think that no sex before marriage still hold or has a value in this society today?
Well, for the benefit of my discussion and what I hold for now, I think it's still valuable. And the reason is this. Like, Mr. Tiakasami can be say, unze aware no, a whole package, right? A nyoma bebre na eka bom amamo. E de na efe say ye be unveil veil na ye de kata ye nim, ye de kata oba na nim no. Unse se wa hwa ye ko altar no so a ana ye on be e kire bibi de na e kire. And there is a psychological understanding behind it. Who unveil o ire no and that's all you to be, you know. So you all caught in there be but on that day it is part of the package. I am actually say and then rainy at the fair and at the mono in quote. I dear more. And what the be a big can say Samoko so I say more the da. What is there again? A dear bena but unza say upe bibi na unye nyaya. Unza sa onsa kan o cherishing is different than a dear ope onsa kan ukrawa. You don't really value it. And to me now the value one the ba relationship no is number one. Obani in particular no no timi kata akatesia o kata no kopem say sa night no the honeymoon stage no so ono so the animunyam hye e mo no ho e ma na busuan so because let's not forget say ebi ye Christopher no yasa koye before no there's a part of traditional values that play a role in us and this oba no otimi de no sie sa na say edru sa night na be ma no wo otosronku bia o setimi ye de because ene say ye kan what the be your ho a say obeka say me ready me fa ono me ne be ma o fa me dikan anasa wo ye be ma mpo no also beka say me ne me yere to ye mienu ene ye fa ye ho first time dey some kind of aura bi emamo what you say enti me de me hu ne say o kata ho anasa mo avoid it na say mo de kwa ware na say it brings a different spice.
Nti wo pa say wotwu hu wan nimpa na nda ne ade na afi no mo ware a e mama ware no ekọ echi chen say woni oba ne beda na me question eno
empimpi no de ya na obi busam say make say on say ade a watwen a che ne so on sa kan o value no what you say entino metimi agina fa bi so aka say e betimi ama aware no because once me di kan aka say oba na hye woni monyam bi anaasɛ bɛrima no ɔhyɛ wɔ animonyam bi te sɛ mo mmienu no saa animonyam hyɛ no ɛyɛ adeɛ akɔyɛ ɛnkaeɛ ama mo a wotumi sɛ sɛbi onipa yi koraa ɔnyɛ obi a ɔyɛ basabasa ɛwɔ yɛn afam saa ne yɛbɛka no ɔnyɛ obi a ɔyɛ basabasa ɛno nti ne sɛ monya biribi koraa mo fɔle back a motumi deɛ no yɛ ɛnkaeɛ nti no mɛtumi aka sɛ saa sex before marriage sɛ wotumi abstain a etimi prolonge
Stadokas your intake say ampa say one be mananda abramu tu ana mo some person ware no e ma wa ware eche ana say mukodru pempen so ampese mudu abrabom
me hu insunsuanso bi a se woni o boyfriend ana say wo fiancé da na say mo ware a minhu ade boni bi a ewom ana minhu ade bi a emma aware na nkwa akiri kire se mi wo hoi se me se me kwa akoto ade na se bi ade na me kwa akoto no minima de ne ban se ne etie na makotam ade ne de abesi me fie na matwen a be 2 years time me bi ade ne so me bi ade ne so na ade na pre e bi po guarantee na e wa ade ne so no is up to a year metimi akwa akosesa yemfa ne se makofa oba bi ana makofa bema bi bema me a me wo hoi me ya santini e na me sanso ye kristoni but I always face reality kofa bema me ni bema atena me hu ne ho da me hu hwe as my brother is saying drew your friend is saying wedding night me bema no or bema me package Sebi, wamame kote bottle. I'm not saying those people are not humans. But mention in my religion or in where I come from, this is an abomination. But in a way, as we being Christians, we say we are Christians, so you should be able to endure some of these things. Nay, some of these things in marriages, immediately I see this, and say, for a very long time, no matter say Eddie Ashema dream one says nipa bia yen circumcise me to me it's part of me. Emuno na yebeka se kun utimi kun wie na se wutumi ebe pa de na wo your papa. No, it also takes time and energy out of the marriage because American aware is a whole lot of package. It is a ba could be a problem or baby a draining. What you say? See yen circumcise be mana. Afiansa me betu no force bra mint me no want na anasa mint me I can't work with this. Is he willing to circumcise for me at that time? Ebia me can we the bear 46 and I be we the bear 30. Why are you willing to wuko chama me in the name of love or in the name of you want to surprise me? Mentia de na say. What him say? Wo be worry. Ye nyina ya tie ho asese ye be worry. So far as ayatena se na yesi edoye ho no. Sex is a little part of it, but it should be something you should be able to enjoy each other. Enko yese ye be surprise ye ho na anadwene kra ye ntimi kwa an surprise ye ho.
But sister, me nchawa no. Ye wo school of thoughts ama ebinom se say. Ade we a surprise ma to say dia obi di kan no. Na mbom wa enjoy ye wi. Na sa be man hu say we no enye de amempa no so ogya ho a eno so
be ma odo no so ne wo da it doesn't prevent
we have so
him.
many cases
of
like
course.
that ladies are being left
Meti wa se mame because it is life we are se no ni na anye pe we are se na ye won bibia anye pepepe ade na ebi ti say it could happen to somebody. Say obi ni obi ada waja no. The same thing so obi ni obi nso ada. Nipa no don't know. Let me use myself an example. Me kunu we didn't wait and ye ko unveil hwe anadwo bi ko a surprise ni bibia. But I can say for a fact that my husband loves me more than ever. And even before Krapa you have an affair, we whatever we did, no, we've even built on it. Because at that time he was able to tell me, Ebia, mommy, Sasta way there, mommy, this smell about you, I don't like, can you change for me? So I was able to correct myself before we got into the real deal as a marriage. I'm a better person because I had sex with my man before I got married to him. Because at that time, no, I learned so many things. His dislike about sex, and also his and then we homework worry, whatever we are enjoying right now is what we started before you enter.
So, bro, PD, let me come back to you. We talk about religion being aspect of it, that you wouldn't want to know the woman opesa wo ware no wo hunu wo ekwan bi so. What do you say? Bia nyesa na nyame according to the Bible no. Nyesa na ya tworo ho. Na I want to ask you, when a lady, a woman ebia she doesn't have any knowledge about what sex is all about. She has not read books. She has not read anything. How do we educate such a person, such a lady, as you are about to go on this journey with our lady? How do you handle it? Or how do you train or talk about that person? In the first place, do you have to even talk about the sex,
Me that's me nearby. I know na me ba say on say me kasa na indika me ka say aware na ye start here package be me nearby so adikaka. You sit down, you courtship no nye say we focus on so ba ni maduane no ana say courtship no that is o chance idea o life no aware wa. And you know whatever you are going to be committed to, you have a chance to discuss everything. You have a chance. Also, Okasanka say a surprise na fe eduru na say adia ontimia na afe no ne aura na say na nijie na say don't woman na be free no. Anu nti na courtship no no. Anu nti na counseling no. Anu nti na you say date before some be ware. Nti say ukuni ni ko date na so ne ya na obema na ka say oh me kura odo me tu e sabi mincha me bema. Nti hono and
you should be open
yes,
about all this stuff.
Courtship, no, soon fast no. You bring everything on the table and then you discuss. Sex, I can say, obi one ma oni on kind who oni so innocent that one and then yanko pardon internet ne at the other room and what is it? There are various programs on YouTube, on Facebook, TikTok, sir. A bit to me say as virgin as you are, you just sit behind your computer or you take your
don't forget about our brothers and sisters who have not been they are not so convenient with the laptop of internet. Good. Of
sometimes the fantasies in our head no you generalize and say sana was obi ohonoma oni ni kun missionary style no maya they are okay with it, but obi ohonum na because of the tools are when would want to try other stuff. Sex na nkasa nyankopon body kan aware no no me sure say service nyankopon boy or side kama sutra kan ho nipa na as times and we are say konanim evolving no and obi say oh sir me me meet me afamere wo position be say entino I don't think say it should be a reason say oh me person me co have sex just to have the knowledge about it. No, Anna, you don't also as a woman or as a man no feel shy say hey me nye bi da now my night and answer my first night no expectations, especially when you both are new to the idea amuye ne say the unim but as time goes on America no obe journey you get a community marriage after because let's not forget say our no you before counseling and then after counseling and all this thing will come by it and the minimum dear Tina say so what try and you can say bo who say na minim shio na ebi kra o chinanko se bia mistake kan me ko rom madeja ho a ebi ayi say entina afi na mo be hu me be ma odo no odo ba odo no odo me hu ni say still na
no bra me ntwa no se wo de ho ni bem se be ma odo no odo wa odo ni be mu a se be ma ne fa wa it doesn't change anything. It never changes anything. Say yeah kasa as a Christopher, there is something we should always realize that when we get into our rooms or when we get into our homes as married people, sometimes we even forget that we are Christians when there are certain petty situations as these ones. And if we are able to face these realities before we get into the marriage, I don't think some of these divorce rates na but yeah, na me break and me try one no me say but I want to make some little clarification on my side. Ebi na wo kan bibi kire say ebi a ukofa woni oba na ewo ho na say why imagine say mo kote Adebi had discussions na say you opening them. To be frank, fine, a general thing for everybody. But yembra back to yen as Africans, as Ghanaians, you fancy say where you crum, yen can't on masem kakra. Nipa saying, and I even talk about sex. It's an abomination for a mother to even tell her child about breast, about penis, about vagina. To the extent say akwane maturity akosro say me ne me girlfriend and me ne me fiancé yet na ho a discuss about sex. It becomes a very difficult discussion in a relationship. Most of the times the best way to know your man is to sleep with him or to sleep with her. But biblically we might think say it's a sin. It's the same God that created all these things, but why are we not even able to mention it to our kids?
So I'm just asking, is it no sex before marriage a burden to women and men at this time in this society?
With me, from where I'm coming from, I don't think these things are supposed to be a burden because it's something easy that we can solve it just like that. What am I say?
Because it leads to divorce.
It leads to divorce. At the end, say, who are the nas at the end womb pair, massa. It's Adia Wumpen, why do you get yourself entangled with this thing for the rest of your life thinking you can change it? Obi ane mama papa titi ni woni fie, it's not your mother and your papa na titi no. Ya titi woni fie woni suban ni bibi ana nyame adom ahia na mo se mo kote na makote na se. Master, for you to change the person is a very difficult thing unless the person want to change for him or herself. Say bia me bra ka say bia adia me pese me sesama me hu because oba no me dona, then I think there will be a change. But on to me I don't believe in a man saying say me sesama oba. That thing doesn't work because on one is on say yemfa ne say nipa no ne style ewo sebi ewo empafem no ebia me mempe na me se ebia medo sa style we mempe ye ni say na so be man why na dwen say me so ho na ye me denti ho na mpese me kwa. What do I do about it? What can I say? Unless any panel or see a me door one and I say me I want to change for myself so that I can be able to treat you well. What am I saying?
Yeah, I want you to come in.
Yes, unse o kana unse osa can be see the eyes on the cake and say a door. Oh, let's not forget about distance. Who do beer is supersedes, especially in marriage. Odoya dia ehunhia pa because a dono when it comes in onye nipa no bone onye na yakayaka because as I say odo ho a Bible kraka do yonko so sa do na ye ka no and say odo oyere se de menua ba eken na se bio position bi a one na ye e pra no anane ni nye ho na so ka kiro na aka se menya ana se me de position we me ni uhia ya na ye ni ka anye enti no amama nka nche position we na mepe timinya be ma kro no sabi ono.
So this sex, I'm asking the same question again. Is it a burden for the young people now in the society to wait before marriage to have sex?
Yes, I say for this aspect and for this question particularly ubusamena because on say ye more fra na say ye generation or twen honhom na ankasa ne ye nhede ne bi. What you say? And eye maku bi na omudema obeka say this is my value. I don't know a value we me die opa ye ho amamre ni amane nebefa. What on the way identity we ushia oba no meshi oba me ni je ho tim pese me no transport bra okay amane ni amamre na say oba be ma ne kosoka say na answer na me ye die je say me no ko dance na che say otia say na me ko da wi na ka so o ka so mpeso so. Have you asked that question?
Because I know that nkrofo bebre Ebinom kwa to me ye japade boom.
Yes.
You know, in they are studying each other.
Yes.
But they are making properties together.
Yeah.
Omu ye bibia boom. Omu chese. In future they think so, oh ya waria. Then and then ebia na anko ba no senia omo ye den. Omo expect no. Uhu ekodi mu ewie. Woni be ma na ye japade ewie. How do you then divide it? So that's why my brother OPD is saying, say, no sex before marriage.
Oh, please.
My sister Dorcas, what do you think about it?
Say, where she abema? Now, only na ye japadi abum. Only nada.
Mo worry.
Na mo worry na se mujaya. I don't think it's because of the sex in Tiana mujaya. Maybe there is a miscommunication somewhere, maybe a misunderstanding.
But when you say, "Nyamba no na ya ye hu kodi mu pa." When that
we
it comes to
we
we choose
choose
no, that is what we always edie no sebe edie no enyo no nko na di wo. Sex. Enyo no pe. Se onu kra na ye adwuma na se ojeje ho. Masa, we shouldn't embedding ourselves with some of these things.
Let's talk a reality here, because it goes against the ladies.
It does not go against anybody. No. I will not bow to Sadia na Mokano. It was two grown-ups and they came to a mutual understanding to have sex. It was not a rape. Beman when rape you. Mumi enu na mote mo wanse na moye japade ebo mu. In that same scenario na mote mo wanse e na mokoda ye. Now se ade na nye na se mumu atia. Why na esisi obi say japade na mbetimi atwamu a mbetumi obi abefa ne de do edie wo hoi sebe enya de obetimi aka say ade na ofele sebe ma ne sisi wo on sisi wo mumi onu na moti ase na mo ayi bibia abom nti sa kwa de mbetimi achem na obi afa ne de no obi afa ne de no nko mani se de niam bi tentan ye ho eni tia na ma bebre ye bre no eden na ewo wiase a ma wo oba such confidence be ma woni na ye bibi mo ye japade ana say you've slept together na ade na nkoyi na wo life koso most of times ma bebre anema sa koso na they move on with their life and omobeye nipa titiw no the men come by into them if you feel say be ma na sisi wa but with me doctors I don't think say ade na sisi ewom unless be ma na rape me.
So you would say that young people shouldn't wait before marriage to have sex.
The thing is, we should yentimi shemra. That is what I want to say. If there is an attraction and at a point when timi and control ho, na mutu no the love is there na mutimo who wants to say you want to do with her. I don't stop you because idea ba ko na me person me can say idea nipa ne person obeye no wo ye ne den a obeye what am I say enti say wo mo mienu no mate o mo wan say they want to sleep together. I don't stop them and I don't see that they should entangle themselves with some of these biblical things can at the end of the day in yanka say nim see ye dintro. What am I say we should face reality, we should face fact. This is something God has created. Nyame ne boy. And the idea sadie says so more. There is nothing you can do.
And that's why my brother will come in.
Maminka asemicho. Yeah. Asemi ye can sex as a topic and everything. Do you know that and also psychological effects?
Of course.
On the individual.
Of course.
On say can say idea unim. But the moment awakoye no wahunu. Until afa example. Me a bema, ebi me bema e kurana. Isa. Entene sadia na me constatin numunru. Se de beya, me bema bede. Ebe kese, se me yoba, ebi amasito kurana. Eso. I mean, also these things. Afe na I won't say pressure, but doubts because first of all you want to impress your partner. But what asemna say. Enti say I don't know. Say mo focus and answer mo dey a chira sem no it comes with these things and untina enipa bebre wo ho no a eneni nei no enuro ni ade aye so important I say obia because obia person or impress
the other
forgetting the love because who abstaining to you yourself no why abstain ade na genuine unyi genuine kwa ekoyo innocent. Tell them later on you can learn things. But to even come back obechu so who say ade na nya ade a value no nipa ye value na kan ye value no me ye be ma no ma jam ana oba no so jam ene emienu no ye see feel in the name of feeling tie ya but say na oka no e bia enko wie peye e ba sa na wo be ma no on sex na it has this spiritual connotation say momienu no ma sia ma connect utira nye ya uba ko shia oba wo do na pese ware no but nen ba ne na fam na de bia be kai we na afi de bia na ni o de new one compare with old one oba so the same thing and abstinence there so abstainia it has a lot of benefits.
So you will still stand by that young people should wait till marriage?
Yes, because o de ohun korura adibimu a the psychological effect on it no kura no eye way more. It's a memo example say mo akoye ankoyi and I say even po akoye emphasis call end up in marriage, but then during the process when we say this homework, like my sister was saying, hey, or same yes or same the pressure that is coming on you because you want to impress this person outweigh while you go beyond your performance. In terms of men, we want to be the alpha male. You per se itimini oba damo oba nitimi ka say mo pia and then they be ma wa ye adwuma ana oba so per se ni hu sisi ni hu so ana se bio ni hu timi ye ni kunu akono enti in process of doing this now more de eniema more pressure kra na esa ye de etotototo mo senka mo abstaining na kamu nyina no mo ye. Of course like I say it's difficult, but so ultimate try actually the value no exceed so yeah.
So what can someone do to be able to continue to abstain till say you people can get
before
married?
me bra be person
Okay.
me can say
Yeah.
metimi aka say ana say asem wa ye kin say ye hwepa emema sesi a omo no munuro a omo pese omo impress omo manum eye omo manfo omo wanka omo da. I can say that for a fact, but I don't have an example to give anyway. But kakra minim na minim no eye mema omo anfa man ansa wo omo na sesi a wo omo no munuro to impress them. Because obabi expectation of the man no very high, not even sexually, in everything. Obabi expectation ni kunu extraordinary. But se be man ba na say ade no obeye no anye ye in the value of the woman no na ye good. Masa the woman no anye good. It's most of it is never good. And America no say if this thing is going to lead to marriage, it's better for you to sample the thing and know what you're going in for than to stay there and say, because we don't face fact. That is one problem about human beings in general. We will use biblical aspect to sugarcoat the thing and do it. Massa, it does not work like that, because at the end of the day, God is in heaven looking at both of you. Fine. There is biblical words that says that you should abstain. But at the same time, God would not desert you because you slept with your husband before getting married to the person. What am I saying? And here is the case. I don't want to get married to my husband and divorce. I want to get to know the whole package I'm getting myself into before I'm medemi hubeko akoshemu. Na se men hu we nyina na at the end of the day, what am I reading? What am I studying? Masa enkola ye wo hoy attraction there. Se see even in Holland higher way. Mitimi kwa sorry be ametuo mitimi hu young girls ni yom enia mo omo no. In my mind I think that into we omo fear, what are they going to do? At my workplace there's this young girl already be 90 years who is pregnant. I saw her at a church, and sister, Holy Ghost was descending on that girl. So when obepe adwuma yo hona me hu so onyem no, I was so shocked. And to my amaze whatever no, I saw them on TikTok. A very genuine boy on any wa sorry them wa omoye sa no eno mwanyam. I me pay me information kakra na me hu say in the church there is always preaching about abstinence. And that is what drew these two kids to go and explore whatever they did that's making the girl pregnant right now. At the end, it's natural. Oba who obey man, she's attracted. And na me brother can be. Share sex. There is no sex education anywhere. At the end of the day, what do you know? Mukura dema. And it comes naturally. And he said, my boyfriend and another person why ni akoshe them. Ye were there maybe ye king kind Bible. Me so na me to Jackie. Bra neti we. No shena aba ni muna se ye boy hwum ba ko a. Enu ntia na bra ne beka se on no me bio.
And that brings me to my question. How do we prevent this from happening?
Yes, I quite remember na you saw no na your this advert no more year about teenage and sexual year. So there are a lot of things. Until I make us say, on say ene area so no ye de eniema bi bata niema bi ho. And I say ye fashion. Nyame no obo ni wiase na ye say onu ne nim nyansa ye manemra ne say ade we menye onu ne nim di ntie o. Enti maka say ehun sunsuaso na ebeba wo so no. Na say oh yeah, so forgo now yeah. These things no. What I say, it's not something I'll bet me I just you can just clear it off like that. So now in terms of abstinence, yo niema bebre. Anunti na there be me kai madam for be futu ya o ka say ono say ne ba sisu no ye teen no ye ya. O say fa madam for ne brefi. O de ne be fia mu bi epono na to. Mo ntu pono mu da. Ye wo ono exercise ye wo agro bebra mo betimi ye di o be ma hwe nam say me girlfriend abesa me atade kra anasa ye wo how to get your mind off. On say we don't have self control no. Self control na ye can. And knowing the problem it has nothing to do with having because obetimi nya feeling am obi but on touch it. And that is the power in it. What you say and we know ye ade a mimi hu ni say so ye Kristo ni yenka say ye Kristo na che so hu ni ho no man so but ye oniema bebreba obetimi dia ye dey occupy on mind when those moments comes. What you say and you know me example me kana fidie me kan obabi ada me yere me hia no sabio man fa me ho anka no ansana me ka say what you say no nie wo eniema bebre ye ya amasa level no entimi eno enti so obusami a me de metimi me fam de metimi because you see when there is a heat of movement when the attraction gets na say baako anamumienu mu anya baako anya self control enti man kan say minim say o condom ama be ma no so ti minim say o so o mo ha me condom na emom no ade ye ehun sunsu aso no bia say okay teenage pregnancy womb psychological effect and nani be jina wani so what you say to one man na wo dwene wo class you sua dey na wo dwene sa de na wo ye dey oh yeah no ho and into yen do we want that me wo baby na my mind is not there and na say metimi nyinsen betimi aye dey abo I will be say what if they use protection. Listen, even on the protection itself, like I say, 99%. Ebi aminu mi enu nko a, ye na be sa 1% na ade ni be feel. Have you even thought about that? Oh no, what is the guarantee? Ebi obi a kwan a obi afa so okoye nko eduro na ya paahwe. Enti no emie mfe ni kura nto so. We have a lot of things, activities like I'm saying. You betimi dia ye. See ehwe na say edem ho na ye hye na de yempie nko nante abonte inteki stroke. See when I say slow ni take care so yen say yempe agrobi ni. Oh, let's try to the next time I invite people so that ye won yema be brave bit me. But yana we as human being ye the factor be say it was at the heat of the moment. But sa heat of the moment you bit me akwanche sa heat no. Self control but yempe see be because ana we kan no e wo ya dwum say enne de kianeke ebe kofo kinyaneke ebi oba no so aye na adwo se ne de the way a boy misine ne de me so mpese me hunu di nti that I say no me de akɔhye heat of the moment ye mo ade no ma plan na abesi so ewo ho no whilst say ba ko plan ana say mumie no ma plan na mo ye na so what are the effects of this? What are the aftermath? I don't think so. People, to me, there are a lot of things you can do with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Massa attraction, and I said attraction will be there, but a bit subtle. No?
That's it for a conclusion. Pacho, start a so bit me and mommy. Upesa would be come and answer your last word. Near fancy join it.
Dear me, person me can eat your pay. Bibia, we are symbia your negative side and your positive side. With this sex thing, I yaking. Because a lot of people, they are show mutim says sex boning, you know, they rather masturbate. They rather finger themselves. They rather do so many things, and no, they think say no, and who's so no, ketwa, in sex no. But here is the case. Me and Kase, my brother, you see, would be, is it the heat of the moment? What is the heat of the moment? What she will be, I will say, what don't know. You can stay in a room and kiss, but when in that day, the kiss is also changing saliva now. You see, we should face reality. Sex is part of us, as Christians as we are, as biblical as we are. Sex is part of us. And I make no nyankopon no born sex no. Onim se sadie we ebeba nipa eyeden ya yebeye. Me, I consider God as a father who understands. Enti me no, se me boyfriend wo hono mo na se obi me fiancé a me ne ba be ware. Me nka se eye chinchini a obi ya enkoye. This discussion again is very educative. Enti we should be very careful about what we say. Sex is important. Sex is good. But time no abase say we ya masa. Now we need a girlfriend I would don't know. Or don't know it doesn't it doesn't stop. So would it doesn't stop. Sex doesn't stop it. Say me no wadanti me worry. Now any worry we say na say won pen na and the don't know why say e dey no won pen so still abet na ho. Nay. What am I say? Inti say if the at that time now no boyfriend part of studying the person media to me no. So no na we say we don't know there. Fine, go ahead and do it. Instead of say obeka say wonya na oba ni pia bonti akwohye dem akwochwetwe be ma akwofinger ho. Abra wunipa, you can even through that you can get to know the person very well. So we should do it, but we should do it me the better home. We should do it, but we should do it with anyansa wom. And I say because we should do it so we should abuse it. No. So when she bema also done na say one in the dam, I don't see anything wrong with it. Because me kunu die ya worry yet we ya call almost 13 years ni. Ya kwa is not about sex. Ya kwa about other things that and who here. So sex to me is very important before marriage.
Thank you so much, Sister Dorcas and Brother OPD. It has been a fruitful discussion. I hope that the next time I become more about other aspects of our marriages. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us also.
This has been the marriage series. We will come again next week. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment, and we will get back to you. Thank you for watching. Love ya.